Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.18. So far, we're holding up very well. I'm waiting to see if we go higher from here, because we could also continue to dump out going into the weekend. Bitcoin is still sitting just above 84K right now, and we're still following Bitcoin. Let's face it, until we finally decouple from Bitcoin, every time Bitcoin dips, XRP is going to dip with it. We will decouple from Bitcoin during Altseason, and people are expecting that to start any day now. But you know, every time it looks like things are starting to turn around in the crypto space, right away something changes, some big news drops, and all of a sudden we're delayed once again. But if you look at the charts, we're still following the 2017 run. So that's a good thing. XRP will never reach $1, never reach $10, $100, and so on. You know, everybody that doubts this cryptocurrency is going to be proven wrong time and time again. So far, we're already above $1. The next stop will be above $10. Then we will break 3 digits, and so on. That's why when you look at XRP, what it's built to do, if you don't see how it achieves these high price points, you're just missing it, because it's right there in front of you. You know, Ripple went around the world for the last 10 years and put rails in place everywhere. And if it wasn't Ripple Direct Rails, it's partner of Ripple Rails. And XRP is destined to run on all of those rails. XRP may have hit bottom as Bollinger Bands hint at spring bull run. So once again, people are paying attention to the Bollinger Bands, and they're saying everything looks like it's gonna happen in the spring. And if you look back at the price history, and I talked about this in a previous video as well, average returns for XRP in March were 20%, 27% in April, and 27% in May. These numbers are not just impressive, they are consistent. The last time XRP posted negative results across all 3 months was back in 2016. Are we going to see a repeat once again? Because that means March is the month the takeoff begins. That's when we will finally start to break out. Everything is pointing in that direction. I just wish they would end the Ripple vs. SEC case. I'll talk more about that in this video. Canary Capital CEO Steve McClurg shared his thoughts on ETH Denver, saying ETH devs are long gone, Solana's community is disenfranchised, and that everyone is talking about HBAR and XRP. You know, I was talking about Ripple and Hedera back in 2022. I was pointing out in video after video how it was non-stop growth for these two networks. And now finally everyone else is catching up. HBAR and XRP are primed for an epic run during Altseason. I would not shade either one of these cryptocurrencies. I absolutely believe that HBAR is going to be a top 5 cryptocurrency eventually. It is going to happen. It's built to be a top 5 cryptocurrency. But this shows you once again that XRP might take the lead during this Altseason. This is a typical bull run cycle. So you see, phase 1 is Bitcoin. Phase overlap is where the money starts moving from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And then Ethereum shines in phase 2. But there's no real hype for Ethereum. So phase 2 could start with XRP leading the charge, taking us into alt season. That momentum is building as well. And I'm excited to see that happening because before the Ripple versus SEC case, XRP was already the number 2 cryptocurrency. The SEC drops its case against Consensus. Another case ends, yet the Ripple versus SEC case still continues. And this is what Jeremy Hogan said. Ripple is still a more complicated case to resolve because of the judgment. The Tron case wasn't nearly as far along. That's right, first in, last out. So it looks like the last case to be dropped by the SEC, if Judge Torres agrees on some sort of settlement that's different from her judgment or allows the case to end without judgment or without Ripple paying the money, that's when we can get out of the Ripple versus SEC case. I keep seeing people saying the case is going to end by this weekend. I'm not so sure of that. This comes from Black Swan Capitalist, and I agree with this. The SEC versus Ripple case was never about clarity. It was about timing. They always planned to end it when they were ready to use the tech. Now, with a pro-crypto administration and global events aligning, the case may conclude, but only on their terms. I think it's purposely being drug out as long as it has been drug out. The last 4 years of sitting here, watching the Ripple versus SEC case and getting delay after delay coming from both sides, it shows you that this was meant to happen for a reason. I think Ripple had to be fully vetted in the United States for not only XRP, but their stablecoin as well. This case will eventually end, and when it does, I think XRP is going to absolutely take off. Even Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan said that once this case ends, you could expect a lot of adoption for Ripple and XRP. Think about that. He told you a long time ago what was going to happen when this case ends. And this is absolutely ridiculous. The SEC declares meme coins are not considered securities. SEC slams meme coins do not involve the offer and sale of securities under the federal security laws. And I even said, yet Ripple paid $200 million to fight the SEC because XRP was called a security. Now, going forward, nothing is a security anymore. And the SEC just said that meme coins are generally not considered securities under U.S. federal law. They also said that meme coins have limited or no use and do not need to be registered. In other words, they're saying meme coins aren't worth shit. So there's no reason to even register them. Now, once regulations are in place, I think they're going to enforce rug pulls. Like if somebody creates a coin and they just blatantly rug pull that coin and run off with investors' money, I'm sure the SEC is going to crack down on that. But when it comes to meme coins, it's like playing the lottery. You throw some money in and you hope for the best. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Most of the time, you lose, and the house ends up winning. That's why I never tell people to invest in meme coins. I don't talk about meme coins on this channel at all for that specific reason. Because I don't want to see somebody go to work all week, right? And then cash their check and say, well, he told me to put at least a couple $100 into this shitcoin over here, only to see you lose your money. I'd rather point you in the direction where you work all week, cash your check, take some money, buy some XRP, sit back, stay patient, and you end up with financial freedom. That's a much better path to be on, in my opinion. And Fred Krueger says, the narrative that everything other than Bitcoin is an unregistered security is officially dead. You know, whenever these narratives change around Bitcoin, you do realize that that takes away value from Bitcoin. Bitcoin only had a few different talking points that propped it up. And that's what led to the belief that it's going to continue to go higher and higher in price. Remember, it was the only cryptocurrency, not a security. Then ETH got a free pass. Then XRP got legal clarity and was deemed a non-security as well. But now that even meme coins are no longer securities, then that changes everything. That narrative is dead. And talk about rug pulls. I want to touch on this a little bit. So the US government is going to release Jeffrey Epstein flight logs and a lot of names tomorrow. Now that was delayed. Now they said that they're going to release the names possibly today. And I said, this will not be good for Bitcoin, since a lot of people on the list, I am sure, advocated for Bitcoin as well. The ultimate pedophile meme coin. And the reason I said that is because of this right here. Back in 2017, Jeffrey Epstein might have been the first one to call Bitcoin a store of value. He advocated a lot for Bitcoin back then. And that could be the next black swan. Think about it. All of a sudden, a lot of these people that are promoting Bitcoin right now are on that list. That's not going to look good at all for Bitcoin. And we all know what happens. If Bitcoin plummets in price, it takes the rest of the market with it. Maybe this is that one last black swan event right before we take off on the price of XRP, leading us into Altseason. But I just wanted to speculate a little bit on that because that can possibly play a factor in your investment when that list comes out. I still think they're going to hold back that list a little while longer. Let's wait and see what happens. But when you're looking at XRP sitting here at $2.17, I always urge people to zoom out. Look at the all-time chart. You could see the run back in 2017. You got to remember, XRP was at 0.006, and it ran all the way up to $3. People still think we should be at these prices right now, sitting around 50, 60 cents. We shouldn't even be above $2 right now. So if we're going to go into Altseason with XRP already above $2, where do you think we're going to go from here? That's why I said $20 to $30 conservative, 3 digits, Moonboy predictions. And I really think everything is lining up for XRP to take the number 2 spot away from Ethereum. Because there is literally no one speaking positively about Ethereum right now. I even searched up Ethereum, and normally you get these predictions where Ethereum is going to 10K plus. Nobody's saying anything. It's like, what happened to all the hype for Ethereum? I think XRP is not only going to take the number 2 spot permanently, I even think it's going to flip Bitcoin's market cap in this run. There's a very, very good chance of that happening because even the narrative around Bitcoin is changing. And you could see it changing in real time. Even some of the people that were ultimate Bitcoin maxis, they're starting to shift now. Now they're saying, oh, well, XRP does have a good chance of having a great run up during Altseason. Or, hey, I just bought a little bit of XRP. I don't want to miss out on the gains. Things are changing. And I think utility is going to be the real game changer. And I still think that's coming in 2025. My whole optimism around that has not changed at all. I watched all of this build up, though, from all the way back in 2022. During the bear market, when it was nonstop growth for Ripple, I said, wait until we get to Altseason. Now we're on the verge of Altseason, and I'll tell you right now, when all that value shows up in the price of XRP, it's going to melt faces for sure. But until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.